Now that we have a new geometric sequence, we have to add that to our explicit formula notes. Now there is going to be something else that goes in this space. So I'm going to skip a few lines, maybe 3 or 4, and then start the geometric sequence. So I'm going to come down here. I'm going to divide the page again. And then I'm going to write my geometric title. Typically this is a lot neater because I'm able to write with pen and pencil rather than the stylus. Ooh. So I've got geometric. And I'm going to write the geometric sequence explicit formula. Now remember, when you do this, you don't have to create the tables each time. Now that we've done the extended table and created the formula, we do not have to do the tables each time. So again, you're going to start off with f of n. You're going to have your a sub 0, just like before. That's your start value. So we started with 3 dots. Now this time you do not do this, but you cannot add a common ratio because that's not what's happening each time. When we had our pattern, we were multiplying. So you're multiplying times your common ratio. That's not typically how it's going to look. When we write multiplication in these formulas, we're typically going to put parentheses around the r. And then the n is not added onto the n, it turns into an exponent. Because remember, when you multiply something over and over and over again, you can shorten that by saying it's 2 to the whatever power. So now remember, these things stand for, this right here is still our start value. That's not changing. And then our common, this r is our common ratio. So it's whatever you're multiplying by. So to go over an example using growing dots that we did today in class, we're still going to have f of n, or f of t is fine. Our start value for our number of dots, we started off with 3 dots. Our common ratio, what were we multiplying by each time? We were multiplying by 2. And we raise it to the power of whatever letter this is. So we raise it to the power of n. And that's it.